Now, I want to take a look at the radio headers here in a little bit more detail. So I'm going to start up another capture and monitor mode. And I'm going to stop this pretty quickly because there's an awful lot of messages that are flying around. And it's just easier to kind of deal with them if they're not constantly in motion here. So let me pick one of these out. And we can take a look at the radio header that's already popped open for us. Let me close some of these down so we can deal with it a little bit. So this is the radio header here. And let me actually pop open the 802.11 header. This is a beacon frame, you can see, because it's already decoded it for us. Again, one of the advantages of Wireshark. It actually has a value of 8, and so that's actually a beacon frame. Now, we've got the BSSID. Remember, that's the base service set identifier. So this is really the MAC address for the base service set. And if I pop open the wireless management frame here, I should get the SSID as well. This looks like the SSID is broadcast in this case. And we can take a look at any one of them. Not any data here in terms of the SSID. See if we get the BSSID out of this header. Sure enough, there's the BSSID. So that's the MAC address there. We can scroll up a little bit and see this one. And again, we're not getting much in the way of SSID information here. So you'll see some of the other 802.11 messages here. There's clear to send, request to send, clear to send. There's also quality of service data that's being sent. Let me just take one of these beacon frames here. You'll see we've got capabilities information. So this is an access point, and it doesn't belong to a base service set. And again, one of the advantages of Wireshark here is that it pulls apart these individual flags for us and tells us what they all mean. Now I've got the tagged parameters that are part of the 802.11 headers. Again, I've got the SSID parameter set. Here I've got supported rates. I've got megabits per second, 1, 2, 5.5, 11, 9, 18, 36, 54. We are running on channel 6. We've got some extended supported rates of 6, 12, 24, 48 megabits per second. Looks like we're using a country code of US. And again, you can really see all of the detail that goes into the different messages that are being sent around on your wireless network. Again, here we've got a receiver address, so I can tell you the name of the vendor here. This is Eris Grow, which would be short for a vendor that I'm not immediately familiar with at the moment. But here's an Apple, here's Hewlett Packard again. Again, you can see all of the different vendors that are available. And you can see all of the probes that are going out. So these are devices on the network that are looking to see what else is there. So this is actually a Samsung device, apparently issued a request on the network to see what was available. I'm going to close this out. We'll take a look at the fixed parameters again. We'll close those down. So this is one of my wireless networks here. So that's the SSID that's available, supported rates. I've got a current channel of 6 here. And then, of course, I've got a number of extended supported rates. So you can also see that I am supporting 802.11n. So that's a capability that I've got. And then there's some vendor-specific information. So again, we've got a lot of different messages that are flying around that are 802.11. Again, if I start the capture back up, you can see how fast they come in. There's an awful lot of radio traffic going on. And remember what we're looking at here. These are the radio headers that are being sent up to us from our wireless network interface. And so this is all of the traffic that's just flying in the air around my particular computer where I've got my wireless network interface. And if I am taking a look at these, I am looking at the SSIDs that are available, the MAC addresses for the access points and the different stations that are around on the network. And of course, we're seeing the messages around announcements of all of the SSIDs that are available. as well as requests for the different access points to announce themselves to devices that are around so they can keep their list of all of the networks that are available constantly up to date.